Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. So tomorrow is my birthday, and I decided I would get on here and do a little, Q&A. I asked, some questions about 45. So let's get into it. The first question is, how would you describe 43 in one word? For me, 43 has been a very tough year for me, with losses, with um, trying to find myself again, going through a severe depression, just learning to live, one day at a time. Not expecting much from anyone or myself, just taking things as they come and, being grateful and appreciative of I have. And the next question is, what's something you're proud of doing this year? I am proud of getting my own place again. Um, I struggled a little bit the past 2 years with some issues, so I was staying with, family, friends, but I was able to, have get my own place, a nice little 2 bedroom in a quiet area, and I also started my businesses again. My podcast, being more active on social media. Um, but the biggest one I think I'd have to say is just finding myself and learning to love myself in a positive way. The next question is, what's something you're finally letting go of at 43? Anger, resentment. I can't control how people feel, what people think, what's going on. All I can do is just accept people for who they are, including myself. I had to let go of a lot of anger, resentment, hurt, pain. It is what it is. All right, the next question is, what made you smile the most this year? And I'd have to say family, getting my connections back with the people that mean the most to me. Spending time with my sisters and building relationships with my nieces and nephews and just being around people who genuinely love me, who genuinely care for me, who want to see the best for me, not people who just want to use and abuse me. All right, the next question is, what lessons did 43 teach you? I'd have to say that tomorrow is not guaranteed, tomorrow is not promised. Live in the moment, do today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about the day, the past. Worry about right now. Do it now. If you want to get a tattoo, do it today. If you want to do something, do it today. Because there's no guarantee you're going to be able to do it tomorrow. So if you have an idea, you want to do something, no matter how people feel, do it for you. If it makes you happy, do it. The next one's going to be, what's your biggest surprise this year? Learning to love myself, learning to accept me for who I am, regardless if somebody doesn't like me or whatever the case may be. Learning that, I am special. I am loved. I am cared. Not just because people don't talk every day or, people don't show you every day that they care. They do care. Some people have a hard time showing it, which I am one of those people. I shut people out. I tend to close doors and not want to open them. And meanwhile, I'm, behind a door saying, nobody cares, nobody loves me. Meanwhile, at the other end of my door, there's 1,000 people who are trying to open the door, but I locked it. So it's just, understanding that people do care. Everybody goes through their own stuff and just letting people in. I'd have to say letting people in and expressing how you feel and whatnot. All right. Next one's going to be, what are you leaving behind at 43? I'm leaving behind negativity. I'm leaving behind all the negative energy, negative people, negative thoughts. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 43. I'm sorry, 44. My bad. I am going to make sure that this year here, the next 365 days, are going to be positive. I want to smile. I want to be happy. I want to make memories. I don't want to be sad. I know things are going to happen where you're going to be, a little down, but I'm not going to let it keep me that way. I'm going to push forward, smile every day, and make the most because I'm grateful to be here at 44. I've had a lot of family members who have passed away who will never get the chance to see 44. So I'm going to make sure I live the next 365 days to the fullest. I'm talking vacations, you know, doing more outdoors, going more places, exploring more, things, just being happy, full of life. No more soaping, sitting around, boo-hooing about shit you can't change. No, we're gonna go outside. We're gonna go around people. We're gonna do something. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna take out the cameras and go click, click, click. Make the most of the day. And for the last one, it says, "What are you taking with you in 44?" I'm taking love, energy, happiness, and most of all, myself. I'm going to enjoy 44. I'm going to enjoy being alive. I'm going to enjoy being around family, friends, doing everyday things. I'm going to enjoy life. Here's an extra one I didn't know about. It says, "How do you want 44 to feel?" Blessed, cared, loved. Big Scorpio energy. I'm taking it to the fullest. I'm going to be happy, loved. I'm going to enjoy every minute of every day.